Early January 2025, the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, carried out a series of mass executions, marking a significant and controversial shift in its approach to crime and punishment. Over 100 individuals, labeled as urban bandits, and convicted of armed robbery, were executed at Angenga prison in the northwest of the country. This move followed the DRC's decision in March 2024 to end a 20-year moratorium on the death penalty, reinstating capital punishment for offenses including treason, war crimes, and armed robbery. The individuals executed were primarily young men between the ages of 18 and 35, accused of being part of urban gangs known locally as the Kulunas. Authorities justified the executions as a necessary measure to combat rising urban violence and restore order in the cities. Minister of Justice Constant Mutamba stated that the reinstatement of the death penalty aimed to rid the DRC army of traitors on the one hand and curb the resurgence of acts of urban terrorism resulting in the death of men on the other. However, this decision has been met with significant criticism from human rights organizations and activists. Amnesty International condemned the executions, describing them as a gross injustice and a callous disregard for the right to life. The organization urged President Felix Tshisekedi to immediately halt any further plans for executions and called on the DRC Parliament to adopt a moratorium on executions, pending full abolition of the death penalty. Amnesty International critics argue that the reinstatement of the death penalty and the subsequent executions could lead to unjust convictions and arbitrary executions, especially given the complexities of the Congolese justice system. Activist Espoir Muhinuka expressed concerns that political pressure could result in unjust convictions, emphasizing the need for a multidimensional approach to address urban crime. He stated, "The fight against urban gangs must go hand in hand with efforts to combat poverty, unemployment, and social exclusion, which are often contributing factors to." The international community has also expressed alarm over the DRC's actions. The United Nations and various human rights groups have called for investigations into the executions and urged the Congolese government to reconsider its stance on capital punishment. The fear is that such measures may not effectively address the root causes of crime and could lead to further human rights violations. As the DRC moves forward, the debate over the use of the death penalty continues to evoke strong reactions both domestically and internationally. The government's challenge lies in balancing the enforcement of law and order with the protection of human rights, ensuring that justice is served without compromising the nation's commitment to upholding fundamental human rights principles.